Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and as McTwist battles the Sniffles, I'd like to welcome you back once again to Alice in Wonderland, where apparently our titular character will be quite transfixed with this rose that we had de-aged by 100 years, but only for a few seconds as we continue our journey and finding Absalom, one that will be aided by using the thread de la Alice. So let's activate it, and this will essentially serve as your crazy taxi arrow in telling you which direction you need to go for your current objective. Hooray, we cast the Alice thread, and it just looks like she had a really bad migraine for a second there, but obviously it indicates the direction, so that's good. So, thank you guys so much for stopping by in the last part. I guess because you're here now, you had some inherent interest in seeing what happens next, in which I am fully prepared to tell you to cease all expectations, because it's going to be pretty dry, all things considered, but at the same time, some weird stuff happens. Now, Malamkun is really good for clearing out all of this grass that takes forever to get through, and I think it's just to get you a healthy dose of impossible ideas. And like I mentioned before, you're not going to need a whole lot of these immediately, because a lot of the chess pieces for upgrades will not be available until much later in the game, which gives this a really odd, borderline terrible sense of game progression if all of your upgrades and attacks will not be available until, you know, after you need them. But something else is really annoying. Alice acts as a solid character. You have to kind of walk around her, and it gets really annoying sometimes. So, speaking of upgrades, this is our first one, and it is a white rook. So we grab that, and we found a special item. Now we'll be able to buy stuff. So, starting us off, let's enter the shop. The first thing that we can purchase is McTwist's enemy freezing. So, we'll go ahead and purchase it, because it's the only thing we can buy, and we can also see what it does, with an incredible frame rate and resolution to boot. So now we can start using some of our abilities in battle, and it's really nice because being able to freeze enemies when they start coming at you in 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s gets really bad. But eventually we get another ability which will do a much better job at stopping these guys and crowd control. So yeah, enemy freezing. And that is basically all we can do right now. It's going to tell you all of the pieces you can find in different parts of the game. And on top of that, we also have general upgrades. So this is stuff, again, endgame stuff. And these are just more things. But we have 5 characters that we can choose from, 4 of which are not going to really work for us right now. And let's go ahead and maybe grab some of these lovely... Oh, no! Mosquitoes.
Do be careful here, Alice. These insects are rather aggressive. Quick, too.
But can you not slow them down?
Well, yes, of course I can. Just be careful, that's all.
Why didn't I think of that? Okay, so we don't have to, but if we decide that we want to slow them down, it will make them much easier in taking out. There's an achievement to destroy, I think, 10 of these things, but one less mosquito. Now we have treasure abound, and most of the time all they're gonna have is just a bunch of impossible ideas. So it's not the worst in the world either, but that is basically where you're gonna be finding a bulk of these things. So let's just go and destroy these guys as we see them. If we're Malamkun, we're probably going to be alright in destroying them, but they'll do damage, and you generally can't really find health out in the overworld unless you're fighting enemies, or you find a giant chest, of which there are very limited amounts. So, alright, get over here, you. I'm gonna hit you with my matchstick pin, or maybe not. Alright, well, here, let's try this. There we go. Obviously, this really fast-moving chest can also be slowed down by our dear friend, McTwist. So we'll go ahead and try some of that, and there we go. Nice. Now, is there a mosquito over here? I'm feeling... Ooh, there we go. Did that guy try to attack me? I have invisibility frames? Alright. So... Oh, okay. So, aiming leaves a little bit to be desired also. It's really annoying. But, I feel like this is going to be the thing of this project. It's not the worst thing in the world. It actually aims pretty well, but it just resets every 5 seconds in between every cutscene, amongst other things. So let's go grab more of these, and I think in a little bit I will show off what achievements there are to get. Mosquito killing being one of them, and chest collecting to be another. I can't believe they put in over 200 of these things to grab. It's insane. I haven't done it yet, but I can't imagine that the prize is any good. So, switch to Malmkin just for a little bit and grab some more treasure. There we go. So, I think the upgrades don't get very expensive either, so we're just gonna be...
Curious mushrooms.
Oh, you're just saying that now. Nice. All right. Oh, and there's this frame rate. Frame rate's getting wonky. It's very weird how optimized and unoptimized this game is. So when you're on the pause menu, you get some really smooth, borderline 60 frame per second menuing. But other parts of the game where there's just a ton of star bits on screen, you get just like really choppy and bad, just sort of everything. It's so bizarre. It's just, it's weird, but I don't know, I'm very conflicted about it. So we'll jump up out of here, and I think we're still gonna wanna go that way. And as you can see, there are card knights in the distance, not necessarily any that have portals near them, but this gives us an opportunity to try our new move with our dear friend, McTwisp. We can't grab this until we find the purple man, so we'll avoid that for now. And here, let's try this. Ugh, if the game might not slow down. So, something that's really annoying, you have to have a clear line of sight anytime you want to use one of your abilities. And activate. Thank you. Seconds out, indeed. Stop.
Keep getting mixed. Terribly painful.
You don't say. It'd be nice if you maybe didn't try to, like, just push me around in the middle of me explaining things, but yeah, this area just will taunt you of things that you can't do right now. So if I end up missing something that's really obvious, like a couple of big chests, I'm sorry, but we will be coming back. Now, I'll admit, the first time that I actually went through this, I had made some really stupid mistakes in coming through places because I didn't realize that you could actually jump a lot higher than you could. So there's an area over here that I actually got stuck in because I didn't realize you could jump higher than this. It doesn't look like your jump is worth much unless you're near a ledge, but one of the reasons I'm going through all of these mushrooms is because there's just another achievement associated with killing like 50 of them or something, so let's just get rid of this guy, attack him. I can't wait till we get her upgrade. This combat is really dumb, and they put another shop here, even though they don't give you another chess piece for a pretty long time.
Monstrous mushrooms. They're taller than trees.
Yeah, good observation there, Alice. You're doing great. So, yeah, just be prepared for a lot of weird quips and one-liners that really don't get any sort of acknowledgement from any of the other characters, which is hilarious. But we'll go over here and grab more of these, and I'm telling you, man, they put these chests everywhere. So the next sweep of this that we're gonna do is gonna be bad, but we've already doubled our money since going through the mushroom forest. And another one of these, but we can't do anything about it, so. Let's go over here and see if we can find the area that I got stuck in. It must be this way. Right over here. Or is this just backtracking? This is just backtracking. Alternate paths, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot. They really kind of just jam-pack a lot of them in here. And we've got some fights. So generally with these level ones, they don't really get a chance to attack you as long as you keep mashing. Is there a vortex? Yeah, it's quite the horrible dream. Also, whenever there's a second one, if you press A, you really just kind of are able to back off really fast and do like a back jump. Targeting is completely automatic, and I got hit by something. Was it you off screen? That would be really annoying, man. How dare you? How dare you? There we go. McTwisp isn't really that great at fighting. His only real good factor about his combat is being able to slow enemies down. And then, yeah, there we go. Since I took damage, I just never died. But we don't need those upgrades is the thing. I'm not worried.
How am I supposed to get through this door? It's much too tall.
Only Alice can open white doors. But she needs to be the right size. So we gotta find a way to make them bigger.
Why am I always too small or too tall?
I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so there's some health over here dropped by those guys, but we're gonna grab some treasure before we move on. Add more to our special idea counter. Come back here in the future again. And just keep in mind, chests will only have these things in them. They won't at least in my experience, they won't ever have like upgrades or important things inside of them. It's purely just impossible ideas. And I hate that they call them that. It could have been anything else. I'm just gonna stick with star bits. So there we go. Now that we're collecting all of these star bits to feed to the man. Yeah, so I got stuck down here because I think at one point I tried to jump onto it and it just didn't let me, but it just automatically will hoist you up. So we're good, life's all right. Let's head up the tree now. Try to find a way to make Alice large again, because that is what the sign is gonna tell us, isn't it? Yep, up there.
That smells like cake. It's apple cooking cake. Just what we need for Alice. Wait here, Alice. You'll be quite safe as long as you don't wander off. We'll go find some cake.
You know what that means. She's probably gonna run away, do some other business. And also McTwisp just running up like nothing. Damn, dude. Look at this guy. He's acrobatic as hell. God, this guy should join the Olympics. But there it is. Somebody left some cake in their treehouse. So we're gonna want to be careful here because these guys will actually come at us pretty aggressively. And if we try to kill any of them, they can actually combo you. You don't get invisibility frames. So I cannot control the camera from here. All right, let's try this. I want to get that achievement, damn it. And generally when you kill a certain number of enemies, you'll get their concept art. And thank you. I was actually very surprised that would have a heart in it. And it's really weird how they show it off, honestly. So these guys don't really appear anywhere else in the game, so we're just gonna take care of that right now. Maybe make life a little bit easier by... Oh, there we go. Achievement obtained. No, give me that. Okay, we gotta cheese it. Run, Malcolm. No. So, our first death of many. It's very easy to die in this game because of the aforementioned lack of just any sort of invisibility frames. As you can tell, they both attacked me at the same time. But, grab it, grab it. Oh, we got the Opakoken cake, and we just drop down from the top of a tree.
Look, it's opened.
Well, the real Alice would have been the right size in the first place.
Right. All right, well, let's forget that ever happened and move on through the door. And look, a door. Oh, man. And let's see what lies down here. But first, a quick save. All right, so that actually doesn't really even take that long, but we're gonna head over here and grab some treasure. And this is a really unusual mechanic that is never really revisited, is the fact that we step on this, but we have to destroy all of these in order to drop down. So, I don't know what purpose this really serves to prove, but there we go. We fall down, careful. And now we're safe. Sweet.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Once upon a time, it was a clock. The Red Queen. She said that all of the clocks in Wonderland would be destroyed. I have no idea why.
Come on, McTwisp. You can do it.
I'm not sure.
Of course you can. Roses and clocks, you can fix them both. Why only roses and clocks, I've no idea.
Really, McTwisp? Stopping time, fixing clocks, and making flowers younger. Is there anything else about you I should know?
I can fix this.
All right, that was weird. It looked like Malcolm slapped him on his little behind there, but yeah, we fixed clocks, and once again, this will offer yet another achievement. But keep in mind, there's going to be a place where there are plenty of roses and clocks to do in the future, so you don't even really have to worry about it. For now, we've got yet another small door, and this will indicate that we need to head here while she forcibly pushes
But I'm too
us.
large to squeeze through this little door.
Nope, still 3 left. So of course it's going to tell us we're going to basically need to follow these signs until we get the right amount of potion to make her small again. So hooray for that. I'll just grab this from over here. And like a weird problem this game has with these little minor cutscenes where it just shows a different area is that enemies around you will still move and harass you, attack you, and damage you in these cutscenes. I can still move through this, but I can't do anything. So there we go. Are we all set? Where is this gonna take us? Surprise, surprise. All right, well, let's go ahead and bring some of these flowers back to life so we can eventually unlock that achievement. If you miss any of these, it's fine. Like I mentioned before, we're gonna be visiting a rose garden before long. And there we go, a bottle of Pashalva.
Have I really to drink this?
See that door over there? It's very small. So, yes please, drink up.
Well, if you're sure.
Oh, my Blisky, not now.
What are you doing? Let go of me this instant! Somebody help me!